We've all heard the saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? Well, with design, it's more like it's not what you say, it's what typeface you say it with. Typefaces are visual voice. They're inflection. You change the typeface, you change the implication of what's being said. I love type. I am crazy about the whole world of typefaces and the whole art of typography. And I've never met a designer who doesn't love typography. That would be like meeting an auto mechanic who can't stand engines or who hates spark plugs, right? It's just not going to happen. So even though I've met designers who are not type haters, I've never met a type hating designer. I've met a lot of designers who just feel a little lost, a little intimidated when it comes to choosing fonts and using them effectively in their layouts, their logos, their web designs, all the design work that they do. And I have a theory about this. I think that designers who feel lost with type have just never been properly introduced to the topic from the ground up. So, all right, I've written several books on design and creativity. And after I just finished my 15th and 16th books, Visual Design and Color for Designers, which are part of Pearson Publishing's Creative Course series, I decided that what I wanted to do next, finally, was to create a book and to do a video course that taught typography in just the way I would have always wanted to learn about it. Lessons in Typography, the book. It took a solid year and a half to produce. I wrote the whole thing and created from scratch every image and typographic sample that's in the book. This isn't one of those collections of pre-existing logos and layouts. Everything in this book was designed specifically to illustrate the points and the lessons being made. And this was a really fun book to work on. It's kind of like a dream project for me. And when it was done, I got together with a video crew at Peach Pit, and we recorded a 27-chapter video course that covers this giant topic through tons of samples from the book and also through a whole bunch of hands-on, step-by-step demonstrations. And that project was fun too. It was super fun. And both the book and the video course, they cover what I feel is an essential and a well-rounded real-world trajectory of typographic topics, starting with a reminder that a well-designed typographic character is itself an exquisite work of art. It's art with a visual voice. Then they move on to typographic terminology. I mean, you've got to know the lingo to talk the talk, right? After that, the real fun kicks in. We start looking at the creation of single and multiple letter monograms, designs that can be made from stock typefaces, by modifying or adding to typographic characters, or from scratch. And then on to words, all different ways that words can be treated, colored, adorned, or modified when they're used for things like logos and headlines. Word presentation is extensively covered in both the book and the video course. After that, on to multi-word topics, topics that apply well to things like logos and word graphics. I get into emphasis strategies, concept delivery, combining different fonts, enclosures, both plain and decorative, and I also go deeply into different ways of using imagery with words, which is a favorite topic of mine. And then a whole section on type and layouts. I mean, that's got to be in there, right? Making type look good and read well in all kinds of different layouts. So there you go, Lessons in Typography. Two resources, the book and the video, that I hope could be useful to you, especially if you're one of those designers who is looking for that next level of know-how and finesse when it comes to applying typography to the logos, the layouts, and the websites that you work on as a designer.